Alright, yo, what's going on, guys? It's Bluey, and I'm gonna bring you the next episode of my tutorial series. In this one, we're gonna go over video overlays, and yeah. So if you guys see like Phase Apex or something like that, when they do like their whatchamacallit, the Road to a Kill Cam or whatever it is, he has like a border around his gameplay. Or like if you see in like some speed arts, they have like a border and it says like all their information and stuff on that. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be showing you how to make. Just a real simple one. And yeah. So again, 10 likes and I'll put this one that I make in the description for you guys to use and everything like that. So let's just get started. One thing that I like to do is if you have print screen or by like light shot or whatever it is, take a screenshot of your computer, whatever, and then you can open it in Photoshop, and then that can kind of just be, if it will go into my fucking document, there we go, that can kind of just be like the base of your overlay. And I'm just gonna resize this the best that I can. Okay, that looks fine right there. And then so like if you didn't do this, if you made a border and you made it, oops, and you made it this thick, it would cut off all this, and then you would have to remake it and to make it the right size. So I just bring in a little screenshot, and then you can see exactly what you want to cut off and everything like that. And so if we make just like a little border up here, we're going to create a new layer and we're just going to fill this with black. We're not going to worry about any layer styles or anything like that yet. We're just going to get the base of how we want it to look down first. And so we're gonna create another new layer, and I'm just gonna, like with this overlay, I'm just gonna kind of have like a mirror image of it. And so actually I'm gonna duplicate this bar one more time, and then what I'm gonna do is how do we want this? We're gonna go like this. I'm holding shift when I do this, and then it goes to 45 degrees. And then we're just gonna make selection. Oops. Oh, yeah, you can do that too. It doesn't really matter. Just fill the path. Actually, no. Sorry about that. We're gonna make selection, and then we're gonna select the inverse of it, and we're just gonna click delete. And then so now what this does is it just made like a little trapezoid. That's what it's called. Little shape. And I'm just gonna press Control A and then click this button right here, and it'll send it to the center of wherever the object is located. So like if it was down here and it was like over here and I click that, it would still bring it to the center of your document, but we want it up here. Yeah, so then I'm just gonna merge those two, and then so we have like this middle one, and actually I'm not gonna merge those right yet, because maybe we want like another one over here, but we want it smaller. And then so if we just cut off like this part of it, make selection, and then delete that, and then you could have like another little one over here, and then we're gonna merge all of those by pressing Control E. And I'm gonna bring a ruler to the center, and when you bring a ruler to the center, to make sure it's like exactly in the center, it should snap. You just kind of have to move slower, and it should snap right to the center of your document. So instead of trying to get these like exactly perfect on both sides, we're just gonna grab the marquee tool, and we're gonna select it until that halfway mark. We're just gonna click delete, and then we're gonna duplicate it, this layer, by pressing Ctrl J, and then we're gonna press Ctrl T, and then flip horizontal. And then that's obviously just gonna flip it horizontally. And then we're just gonna drag this over, and then you kind of have, well, you don't kind of have it. You have an exact replica or whatever of the two things here. Okay. So the next one, I'm not gonna have like these little things on the bottom, but I'm gonna flip vertical here, and then I'm going to take a marquee tool and then cut one of these off, and then again, oh, I took that marker off. I'm gonna make one in the center, and then I'm gonna cut that, and then flip horizontal, and then make these even. And so now that we have that, I'm just gonna merge all these, and actually I kind of messed up here. This needs to go in one little click, and then I'm gonna merge them. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish off this border. We're just gonna select like this part right here, so then we can have like the same thickness throughout the whole border, and we're just gonna press Ctrl J, and we're gonna rotate this to 90 degrees, and then so it's standing straight up, and then we're just gonna duplicate it so then it's long enough to go throughout the whole border, and then we're gonna move this one to this side as well, and then we're gonna merge all that. Some people don't like to have these little things on it, but like if you're doing like a speed art or something, I don't really see the harm in doing it. But like if you have gameplay, normally, I don't know, you kind of want to show like the gameplay as much as you can, not the whole overlay. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a new layer, and we're gonna hold Control and click on the little thumbnail there of the layer, then go to Select, Modify, and Expand, and we can go about 5 pixels. You might want to change that later. You might want to make it bigger or smaller. It's all up to you. And then we're going to go into my pack and go to the layer styles, and I'm going to choose my layer style 3, and we're going to just paste that on there, and then it kind of just gives it like a little stroke to it. That might be a little big for an overlay. It all depends on like what you want for your overlay. And to be honest, I don't like these little sides on it, and so I'm just gonna take them off, and I'm gonna make little markers right here. Oops. So I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to just zoom in, and that was way too far. There we go. And do this side here, and go down here, and then do this side, and then, oops, that wasn't in the middle, and then we're just going to delete this side, duplicate it, and flip horizontal, and then move it over here, and then we're gonna do that what we just did. So then hold Control, click on there, go to Filter, or Select, Modify, and Expand, and then we're just gonna fill that, and then paste the layer style, and then move this below. And I mean, you don't really have to use colors. One thing that I've done is I've used these two layer styles a lot. So like I would copy this and put this on there, and then use the second one, copy it, put it on here, and then for like your main title, you'd be like, well, one sec, make this smaller, change the font, be like bluey or something. Oops. Okay. And then with this font, I just use extra bold, and then I would paste the white layer style on here, and then just add like all your whatchamacallit, like sponsors, or like the song name if you do like a speed art, or click here to do this, whatever. But yeah, so this has just been a really basic video overlay tutorial. I'm really running out of ideas on what to do for my tutorial, so if you guys could let me know what you guys want to see, just, you know, hit me up on YouTube or Skype or whatever. But until the next tutorial, peace out, guys.